Alright, what up YouTube? It's your boy Snake Venom S to the V, and we are back again with some more Easy Mill. 27 bodies. You guys have been requesting this real heavy, so we about to check it out. Let's see what it's about.
Wala namang magtataka kung gusto niya na siya ay sumisid sa gilid ng himig ng aking pag-ibig. Tsongke ang piniling ihitid maliban sa kisig ng tinig ng parang sa tenga ninyo ay nararo. Wala sa inyong mananalo pag ako ang tumalo.
Hold up. I love that film roll at the beginning. Because I've talked about it before, the Sinister movies, how they have that like found footage, the home footage, when the film roll starts on the projector. That's just a sick addition. And that tells me we're about to watch a whole movie right now. And I love it. Let's go, Easy. Let's go.
Ng aking pag-ibig, tsongke ang piniling ihitid maliban sa kisig ng tinig ng parang sa tenga ninyo ay nararo. Wala sa inyong mananalo pag ako ang tumalo. Sundalo sa bunot ng baril ko manggago ng talo. Mag-ingat ang lahat sa pagpili ng inyong manlalaro. Kasi I didn't come to play with you chump bitches who think this a fun business. Or one click is that'll come and buck when it's none witness. To live off a crunk grimness. You stuck sitting in your sleep like I would've stuck riches. But that ain't the case, cause I done gathered your place. I'm leaving home.
Oh, what up? That bass dropping real fucking hard right now. He's talking his shit, boy. I didn't come to play with you chump bitches who think it's a fun business. Nah. I love this already. My man just got real grimy. And that beanie that he has on right now, it's just like he's chilling in a basement somewhere and ready to spaz on the beat. And I'm so ready for it. My man snatched that beanie off. Whenever you see people take their hat off like that or taking that beanie off, that's usually because they're about to get into a fight. They're about to scrap. Business is about to pick up. And it certainly did. And oh yeah. Let's go. That hit hard too. You know, you got that real classical vibe at the beginning with the violins, and then that bass just comes.
Pili ng inyong manlalaro. Kasi I didn't come to play with you chump bitches who think this a fun business. Or one click is that'll come and buck when it's none witness. To live off a crunk grimness. You stuck sitting in your sleep like I would've stuck riches. But that ain't the case, cause I done gathered your place. I'm leaving holes in your humble bullet pat. His face on the sumalang.
Hold up, is that a Cannibal Corpse poster in the back? Cannibal Corpse, the death metal band, and I know Easy's got that death metal background and slashy and all that, so that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I like it. And speaking of slashy, we got to check out some of the slashy stuff because I know some of y'all recommended that, and I do still have it on the list. It's just 27 Bodies was more highly requested, so we're gonna be getting into some of that as well. But I like seeing that. That's dope as hell. But come on. Let's go, Easy.
To live off a crunk grimness. You stuck sitting in your sleep like I would've stuck riches. But that ain't the case, cause I done gathered your place. I'm leaving holes in your humble bullet pat. His face na sumalangit na wanong ako yung pinanganak. Nung isang libot siyam na putwalong tatak.
Who is Pat? Who's Pat? He talked about running clickers, and clickers is guns, so click. But he said, I'm leaving holes in your humble abode, and just I gathered your whole place, holes in your face like Pat. Who is Pat though? And he talked about 1998. That's the year he was born. But did this Pat person die that same year? If you know who Pat is, let me know down in the comments. Run it back, baby.
Of a crunk grimness, you stuck sitting in your sleep like I would've stuck riches. But that ain't the case, cause I done gathered your place. I'm leaving holes in your humble bullet pat. His face na sumalangit na wanong ako yung pinanganak. Nung isang libot siyam na putwalong tatak. Yeah, di na to pata sa makatarong pag ako sumali. Why? Tayong katwiran na kayang gumamit ng tatlong lingwahe. Die up in the coffin is where you were destined to be. I'ma just rest in the lead and flex on your bitch, cause I can kill you for free. Old school up in this motherfucking party like I'm switching the blade.
Oh my goodness. My man just he's going so hard right now, and I love the griminess. But that boom bap beat that just kicked in, that hit hard. Let's go back. In the 3 languages, my man isn't just bilingual. He's trilingual, dog. And I have trouble speaking English. He's fucking riding his beat so smooth right now. Just, And how he's transitioning between the languages so smoothly. It's incredible that you can do that while rapping too. just riding over the beat, switching between those dialects so smoothly. The enunciation on everything. This is dope.
Yeah, di na to pato sa makatarungan pag ako sumali. Why? Tayong katwiran na kayang gumamit ng tatlong lingwahe. Die up in the confidence where you were destined to be. I'ma just rest in the lead and flex on your bitch, cause I can kill you for free. Old school up in this motherfucking party, like I'm switching the blades and tipping the babes and making sure my flow is boom bap. Not that new trap where the hi-hats go like that repetitive shit. You begging your bitch, you just jealous cause you want.
Did he just do that with his voice? Hold up. My man's, yo, what?
You for free. Old school up in this motherfucking party like I'm switching the blades.
So switching the blades and tipping the babes, that's like switchblade, but also tipping the babes. And then you got the tip of the blade. But tipping the babes, you know, like tipping the waitresses, or you could tip those ladies of the night, you know, you gotta slide them a little something, something. But some of them ladies got them switchblades on them too, cause it be crazy out there in them streets. Sure.
Kill you for free. Old school up in this motherfucking party like I'm switching the blades and tipping the babes and making sure my flow is boom bap.
Right there. I talked about the boom bap beat, and then my man stamped it right there. The confirmation. This is that boom bap, and that's what I love.
Not that new trap where the hi-hats go like that repetitive shit.
Yo, is he just sitting here making a beat while he's rapping? I see he's got the laptop out, and that's Crash Bandicoot right there on the back of the laptop. So if you know, Crash Bandicoot. But I see he's got the soundboard out. This is wild, dude. This is incredible. Okay, this is so cool. I love the whole visual distortion of everything too. It's aggressive.
That new trap where the hi-hats go like that repetitive shit. You begging your bitch, you just jealous cause you wanna kiss my neck and my dick. Cause heaven is rich, I'll rob it with my devilish clip. And 22 double O's, but I'm a rap on shit.
2200, he's repping where he's from. But that hi-hat, that was nasty. That was like what was that? Come on. So Heavens is rich, I'll rob him with my devilish click. Now Heavens is rich, that's kind of like the rich, you know, the rich people. And they see themselves as being high and mighty, like in the heavens. They think of themselves as godlike, and they look down on people who they think are beneath them, people who are less fortunate. And Easy said, I'll rob him with my devilish click. You heard him talking about in the beginning. He said, look, when there's no witnesses around, it don't matter. He's like, I'll roll on your ass. You just do a drive-by, pull up to your crib, catch you sleeping. He'll catch you lacking. But he'll do it by himself. But rob it with my devilish click, man. So that's the homies, the click, but it's also the click of the gun. Damn. That was real aggressive, dog.
Rob it with my devilish click and 22 double O's, but I'm a rap on shit. But that's like the extent of all that. I ain't trying to take it further. I ain't tryna be like doing all that petty beef and shit like all of you rappers out there. I'm gonna discuss a topic that I feel is close to my heart cause it's back home and it's happening here too, dog. Like, they just have no fucking control.
Okay. We see him tying the hair bag right now, and just like he took that hat off earlier and got real serious, like he was ready for a fight. He came with that aggression. Now he's tying his hair back, and that's another sign. That's something that people do before they're about to get into a fight as well. But you hear the beat change there. The bass dropped out. Now it's just the keys, and it's real melodic, kind of somber, and it has a sad vibe to it. So whatever he's about to talk about sounds real serious because he said it's something from his heart, man. So, and I seen those two guys come in. Now he's suited up like a soldier. Like he's ready to fight for something he really believes in. And hold up, because he was just chilling on some bunk beds. I thought he was in the basement. This man is in a warehouse or something right now. I see the generator. This is a bigger production than I thought. Let's go.
In here too, dog. Like, they just have no fucking control. And I'm tired of it. Yo, asul at pula, ang aking lahi na puno ng tula. Tungkol sa hain ng bawal mauta at hindi lang dahil kayaman ng mukha. Mga labi namin sa pag-asa lang uulan ng panalangin. Sa masa magtuturo ng salitain na ulit hanggang lahat ng tao mauuta. Habang buhay na lang ba?
Ooh, okay. So he's fed up with whatever situation and he's ready to speak out against it, but they're not allowed to open their mouth. We gotta run that back. Blue and red. Now, blue and red, that could be like, blue and red is in the Bloods and the Crips. Blue and red, that could be like politics and the Democrats and the Republicans. But blue and red is also the color of the Filipino flag. So there's a lot of sides there. But blue and red, if we're talking about politics and politicians, or we're talking about those gangs, there's a lot of like war and division between those. And I said, okay, man. And then right there, the meals that they're oh, the meals that they're not allowed to get fed up with. So when you get fed up with something, you're tired of the bullshit, and he's speaking up right now because it sounds like he's tired of the bullshit. The meals that they're not allowed to get fed up with, there's the double, because the meals you eat, you get fed things, but they're not allowed to get fed up. So it's like you're not allowed to speak out against something. You're not allowed to speak about something you believe in. You're just supposed to do whatever they tell you to do. You're not allowed to get fed up. And it sounds like they're not getting fed either. And I saw the graphic, it looked like some children were malnourished, so maybe they're not being provided the meals that they need to survive. We can't wealthily open our mouths, and wealthily there, we talk about those riches like he did earlier. Only the wealthy are allowed to talk, those in the position of power. And money creates power, of course. So you got the politicians, and those, they're rich too. They're the only ones who think they're allowed to speak. But they're not allowed to open their lips because they're not wealthy. We can't open our lips to a certain hope that we reign with prayers, and hope is in quotations. So maybe, as in the prayers, obviously you're praying for hope and change, but then you have that hope in quotations because there's that certain hope that politicians and people will tell you, hey, we'll do this and just vote for us, we'll help you out. And it's that fake hope. You hoped that they would create that change, but then they didn't. And that's why he mentions the masses here in a second. So now that's coming full circle right there. They're speaking to the masses. They're talking, hey, vote for me and I'll create great change for you. And people hope that they will. But once they get into office, they don't fulfill any of those promises they made. And then over and over again, that cycle keeps happening until people get sick of it. Fed up again right there. And also, if you get fed like certain meals, you could get sick from the food, and fed up as in being sick of it as well. So again, that double right, fucked up, man. Pero ang totoo ay lunod na ako sa hiya. Lahat na aking mga kasalanan ay laging magiging lakas ko sa laban. Dahil lang simple mamalagi ay lagi naghahanap ng kanya. Damn. That anger, that frustration, that it's just pouring out of him right now. And you see it on the look on his face. He's so frustrated and he's fed up. Now, we see the color grading with it being red, like he was talking about, and the blue and the red, the counterparts there. He's colored in red right now, and he's showing that he's fed up. That's that aggression pouring out. So red is a color that could represent anger. It can represent war. It can represent bloodshed, things of that nature. Blue could be representative of hope and peace. But right now, he's not colored in blue or anything. This is his whole life right here. He's so fed up. You see that he's colored in red. That's, oh my God. I also noticed these two pictures here. He's doing two different drawings on the wall here, like two different writings. And that could be representative of those colors as well that he was speaking about, the two different sides. Damn. But these questions, man, it sounds like somebody is questioning him, but they're not just questioning, they're speaking down to him, and it's making him feel shame. Like whatever he's doing in life isn't good enough. And sometimes for people, you can't please everybody. No matter what you do, it'll never be good enough.
Tingin sa akin puta ka. Asang ospital ay sinugod yung kapatid mo. May pera ka pa ba? Sige ano ba? Meron ka na ba plano handa? O di ka pa rin nagtanda? Pero ang totoo ay lunod na ako sa hiya. Lahat na aking mga kasalanan ay laging magiging lakas ko sa laban. Dahil ang simple mamalagi ay lagi naghahanap ng kanyang pwedeng katahanan. Pamamaraan sa laban. Meron sila na may katanat tungkol sa akin. Pero lakong takot kung ako ipain na just to my
Damn, the graphic of the wings coming out. Oh, that was, along with the, holy hell, that was so fucking nice. I love his visuals, man. It's so good. But I trusted my blue, and he expressed that trust. And then the wings came out of the back. And now he's colored in blue. He was literally just colored in red with the color grading and that filter. And now here's the blue. Okay. We gotta go back. That anger's coming out of him. The simple word abidance. So abide by something, you abide by the rules. Abidance is like obedience or compliance. And people want you to obey them. You know, the ones in power want you to listen to what they tell you, and you're supposed to obey their rules. But again, it's in quotations here. They made songs about him. You guys told me down in the comments that back in the Philippines, there are some that don't like Easy. And that they could be envious of him, and that creates hate, man. So now they make these songs about him, like diss tracks and stuff. I guess that's what he's talking about here. And strategies of war, the double on that is that sometimes that abidance relies on war too. So they have these soldiers, fall in line, soldiers, just do as you're told. You abide by the instructors and the ones who are telling you what to do. That's what these people who are making these songs are trying to do. They're trying to create this war against Easy and create their own little armies to go against him. But he said, but I remain fearless even if they use me as bait. And then I trust my, let's go. I trust in my blue. So now blue is a color that's a sign of hope and stuff. But he's really sad right now. Blue is also a sign of sadness. Like, I feel so blue. It's an expression where you feel this sadness. And he is really sad right now. Listen to the tone of his voice. And he's pounding on the ground. That's that frustration. And he's expressing his sadness. And maybe he's wondering why he's not liked by maybe some in the Philippines. He doesn't understand why some of them hate him. And he's just frustrated at that as well. But peso to dollar right here. Peso to dollar, dollar to peso. So peso, that's the Filipino peso. And then the American dollar. And Easy is Filipino-American. Oh, fuck. This is... I want to see this graphic again.
Little demon, then each and every channel with a brain low, sending audio like they would feed them, and they all just get nexus and access, so you know.
Oh, no. We were talking about the Fed earlier. Being fed up, the meals, getting fed. He just talks about it right here. The bodies keep piling up back in his ghetto. Now the song is called 27 Bodies. Is that representative of maybe he's lost 27 friends or family members? Oh, shit, dude. That could be the frustration that's coming out, and the sadness right now. You see he's like crying out, man. Okay.
The bodies be piling in back of my ghetto and I can believe it. They the type of with the media base hold like a conscious little demon. Anything, every channel with a brain low.
Right there. They tampered with the media. So they're trying to cover up what's really going on. And that happens. They try to hide the truth. People watch the news and they just believe whatever they see. But the news is controlled by the people behind the scenes who have a different agenda. They have a certain agenda or a certain prerogative that they want to meet. And they'll pull the strings on the media like news channels and stuff. And they'll tell you what they want you to see. But they won't show you the truth of what's really going on, like those bodies piling up back in the ghetto. And right here, each and every channel in the brain lobes, that's like each and every channel on the TV as well. The different news stations sending audio like they would feed them. Going back to the feds, so they didn't. They lied on the news. They're just telling you what they want you to hear, but they're not actually doing what they're telling you. And they're not showing you what's really going on. There's that hope again. You know, that hope was in quotations earlier. They're hoping to get help, but they're not. It's fucked up, man. But it's truth.
With the media base hold like a conscious little demon. Anything, every channel with a brain low. Sending audio like they would feed them. And they all just connect to synapses. So you never know whatever happens. If you trace them, you end up distracted by all the factors. Within the prism simulating spiral to fix it, the soul eliminating. Okay,
hold on. Because my man's about to go off right now. But he mentioned synapses right after this brain stuff.
They would feed them, and they all just connect to synapses.
Right there, he mentioned the brain lobes, now synapses. It all just connects in synapses. So synapses, that's like the neurons and stuff in your brain. And they come together to communicate and pass information. But again, the media ties into that as well. Because they're supposed to be passing this information to you. And you know, he's mentioning connecting in the synapses. You know who doesn't connect? Is those different groups that represent the blue and the red. Like the Democrats, the Republicans, the Bloods, the Crips. They just wage war on one another. They won't come together to communicate and understand each other. They just want to know who's going to come out on top and reign supreme. People just don't, there's too much money involved, man. That's what it's about, too. You know, there's money in that. If they don't find a solution, then there's more money to make, right? And now, if you would just come together and talk and try to understand one another and stop all that bullshit, stop all that violence, that nonsense. But guess what? You see in the media exactly what they want you to see. They don't show you what's really going on, man. So, here we go, the synapses, man.
So you never know whatever happens. If you trace them, you end up distracted.
Right there. I knew I heard trace them. If you trace them, you end up distracted. And that's just like the media. Once you distracted, they don't want you to see those bodies piling up. They want you to see what they want you to see. And guess what happens? If you trace them, if you believe them, tracing is just copying. That's all it is. It's that same repetitive shit. You end up distracted by all of the fractals and fractals, not refractals, by all of the fractals. Fractals is a geometric shape, and it repeats infinitely. So if you just repeat what you hear on the news, it gets passed around, you're tracing, you're copying. It's that whole cycle, just repeating. History repeats itself. There's never any change.
Connects to synapses, so you never know whatever happens. If you trace them, you end up distracted by all the factors within the prism simulating spiral to fix it, the soul eliminating cycle, the tricks of the image discriminating idle, cause they know they're taking away all your problems, but taxing a lesson.
Whoa, hold on. My man just started doing mathematics on me. Come on. I know you had the fractals, but damn, Albert Einstein, you need to calm down right now. The whole audio started distorting and going crazy, and he's a nasty producer, and I love it. And I see what he did there with the production. But that, oh, you know what? That distortion in the audio could be representative of the media distorting the truth. Just like he's talking about there. Oh, this is nasty.
You end up distracted by all the factors within the prism simulating spiral.
So prism simulating spiral. Prism. Another geometric shape. And he's drawing geometric shapes right here. He's doing some Naruto summoning jutsus and stuff with his hand. So prism. I've talked about prisms before in one of Ren's songs, Lost All Faith. A prism is another geometric shape, but it's something that when light passes through it, it refracts that light. And then that light becomes a spectrum of different colors. If you've seen the Pink Floyd album cover, the famous one, where there's light going through and then it turns into like a rainbow of colors, that is him speaking about the media. The media is that prism. Because the truth could be plain as day, but when it makes it to the media, they bend the truth, just like that light bends in the prism, and they distort it, just like the audio is. It becomes a whole spectrum, and you never know what's real and what's not. And you know your TVs are prisms as well, and you watch the news on the TV. So your TV refracts different lights and colors to show you the full picture. But there's a triple there. And that's fucking nice writing. Soul eliminating cycle. Again, they want your soul to be gone. All right? They're eliminating your soul. They don't want you to be an individual. They don't want you to be able to express this knowledge that you've gained. If you've been fed knowledge from something and you want to speak out and teach others, they don't want that. So they want to eliminate that soul. They want you to feel like there is no hope.
Whatever happens, if you trace them, you end up distracted by all the factors within the prism simulating spiral to fix up the soul eliminating cycle. The tricks of the image, the screaming idle, cause they know they're taking away all your problems, but taxing the lesson, and not being enough for the aeronautical enhancement and stuff.
Holy shit, this truck is going hyperspeed right now. Look at it's the graphic of it going so fast. It's almost like he's riding on this truck and he's trying to race to everybody as quick as possible to tell them all this knowledge. He's trying to spread the news, the truth. And that's why he starts racing that speeding up with the lyrics. It speeds up with the truck too. He's racing in the back of this U-Haul right now. Okay, so taking away all of your problems by taxing it, they're gonna help you by taking away your money to help you. Yeah. They're going to steal your money. That's what they're doing. They're taxing you. And they say, we're trying to help your problems, get rid of them, by also taking your money and getting rid of it. Tell me how that one works.
Simulating spiral to fix up the soul eliminating cycle. The tricks of the image, the screaming idle, cause they know they're taking away all your problems, but taxing the lesson, and not being enough for the aeronautical enhancement.
Lessened the lesson. I really like that descriptor. But the aeronautical enhancement, okay, and he talked about the taxing, and they say they're going to use it to fix all your problems and do this. Not enough to pay for the aeronautical enhancement. Now, aeronautics, that is like flight, and, you know, you travel. It's meant to be able to get you from one place to another, right? Aeronautics. And if they are taking away your money, say you're saving money, right? For you and your family, you're trying to provide a better living situation for your family, but they keep taxing you. They don't raise how much you're paid, but they're going to tax you more, right? They'll raise your taxes. And what about this aeronautical enhancement? What, you can't fly. You can't leave the situation you're in. You can't travel and, you know, move away. You're stuck. And he mentioned that idle image just a second ago. You become that idle image. You become complacent and stuck where you're at. Guess what happens then? They get exactly what they want. They want you stuck so that they can do what they want with you.
Spend the stuff in the block to mitigate the pattern, the rough for the one that innovative passion for us, so we trust them and but burn away all the opposition, cause when we at the war with no pot, the pissing at the sight of some dollars before the victims of some Cubans and models and top extended banana magazine, he rub on the trigger, you poof it like a genie, got up personifications on the TV.
Oh my god. Okay. Boy, he was really firing that off, and I ain't just talking because he was toting that image of the gun. No.
Besides the lesson, and I've been enough for the aeronautic enhancement and stuff in the block to mitigate the bad and the rough.
The war that they innovate, they made that war up. Why? On the news, they'll tell you, we're going to war for this reason. But is that really the reason you're going to war? Do you actually know why you're going to war? Do you know why you're at war? Wars are fueled by money. Wars are fueled by money. And right here, they innovate a passions of war so we trust them. Guess what? You see on the news. A lot of people just believe whatever they hear because it's on the news. They believe it is 100% fact, 100% truth. They never question it. And Easy is providing a route right here for you to go against the grain and try to have another look at it. Not everything is as plain as day as it seems. Was that a stealth bomber? Did he just create a stealth bomber with his hand? Hold up. Yeah, right there. I'm pretty sure that's a stealth bomber. And he's talking about the war. All right, these graphics are crazy. I'm praising Easy on it. Burner away on the opposition. So the burner is the gun, just firing off on those that oppose you and the foes. The ones you think are against you, though. You never... Speaking of, like, gangs and stuff, man. Why are you feuding with another gang? Do you really know? Is it a turf war? Are you trying to take over? You just start firing off because, again, it's follow the leader. You're just tracing. You're copying. They tell you, soldier, fall in line. Again, wars. You go to war. Do you know why you're there? Do you know why you're shooting at all these people? Do you know why you're firing off? But you're the ones with no pot to piss in. He just said that. We are the ones with no pot to piss in. And again, if you are the ones with no pot to piss in, you know, you're poor, you're not fortunate. So you feel like you have no other choice but to turn to that violence, turn to that war. And then you start firing away. So that's like them trying to send you to war too, because they might have you right where they want you. You're stuck in an idle place, and they'll say, well, if you go to war, soldier, if you do this, you know, this is gang violence. This is all sorts of things. They want as many soldiers as they can get, and they'll promise you all this in return. But who's the ones with no pot to piss in? The ones on the front lines. You know, there's so much money involved in these wars. But the ones on the front lines, the ones that are risking their lives, aren't the ones who end up with being rich in the end. It's the ones behind the scenes, the ones that won't put themselves at risk. Right there, at the sight of some dollars. Yep. Fueled by money. Rub on the trigger, you poofing like a genie. Well, that's a hell of a way to put it. Chopper extended, banana magazine. So the chopper extended, that's the barrel. The extended barrel. Now the banana magazine, he uses magazine, so it fits the rhyme scheme. Extended banana magazine, rub on the trigger, you poofing like a genie. Got a personification. Damn, man. So you're rubbing like the lamp, make the genie appear, and then he's gonna disappear. It's like Aladdin, but you rub on the trigger and then you disappear. Damn. Extended banana magazine, rub on the trigger, you poofing like a genie. Got a personifications on the TV until the end of the obituary. Story na yan na paulit-ulit, alam mo na makakatang tinatulak dito. Hanggang sa trending na YouTube di na biro. Ang pinakamasama ang yung pinakahero. At pagdating naman... Oh fuck, that's real as shit. Gutter personifications on the TV. That's like those rappers, they say we came from the gutter, you know, the projects, they were poor. And then it's okay. You know, it's good to be proud of where you came from and understand how you got to be where you're at. Look back on where you came from and now be proud of where you are. You got yourself out of that situation. But you have all these rappers who make these music videos and then they glorify it. They talk about it all the time as if it's something glamorous. And then it's on the TV and you have these kids that watch that, these young bucks that watch this stuff, and they think that that's where they want to be at. They see that and they say, yeah, I want to be there. That's where they want to end up. So they turn to the gang violence. They turn because they think that they're emulating what they see, and they're going to end up in the same position until they end up inside obituaries.
Until they end up inside obituaries. Storya na yan na paulit-ulit na laman ng mga kantang tinutulak dito. Hanggang sa trending na YouTube di na biro. Ang pinakamasama ang yung
The most evil ones become the particular heroes. Oh my god. That's the crazy shit there too. Because if you look at movies or TV shows or stuff like that, they're the one, you know, they have these evil villains and they're the ones who people end up loving. They just think they're so fucking cool, they're badass, and they want to be like them. Even though they might do some horrible shit, they still idolize them. And, you know, that happens in the real world as well. There is these figures in, you know, wherever, in communities, gang violence, it doesn't matter. They'll see all these evil people. And some of them say, oh, I'm doing what I gotta do. I understand that. But sometimes there is different ways to go about shit. And the evil ones become the heroes. That's in Dragon Ball Z too. If you look at Vegeta, man, that dude was insane. Crazy villain. And he had one of the best character arcs ever. And now he's a hero. And you can only hope that there's those in the real world that can have that character development too. When it comes to females, the fakest ones are their favorites. If you look at the music videos, you got them girls in there, the booties all shaking, just like he talked about, you know, they got them cosmetic enhancements, and the fakest ones are their favorites. You know, I prefer the au natural, you know what I'm saying, but it's true. You know, fake it till you make it. They say that phrase for a reason. And there's a lot of people that will fake who they are in order to attain or achieve certain goals and things in life to get where they are. And if they do fake that, and then they put that stuff out there in the trending sections and that gets pushed, then other people think that that's what they need to do. Even though you'll hear other rappers, they'll explain that sometimes they just be lying on their song. It's all tongue-in-cheek. Don't believe everything you hear. Just like you shouldn't believe everything you hear on the news. That might be the hardest line in the whole song. Hold the fuck up. Nah. Hold up. He's so fluent. He speaks so fast. It depends on whether there are no dependents. That's the hardest line in the song right there. It depends on whether there are no dependents. If you go back over the course of the song, he talks about how, you know, you're dependent on something, being fed, or there's these people who depend on one another, whether it's different soldiers, you falling in line and just copying one another. They're dependent on being told what to do. But that cycle continues to happen. You know, history repeats itself. That cycle continues to happen. People keep falling in line, follow the leader, until they're no longer dependent on that. It depends on whether there are no dependents. Independence. And if you look right now, who's in the back of that truck? Easy, by himself. Just like at the beginning, he said, there don't need to be any witness, there ain't gotta be nobody around. He'll pull up on your ass by his fucking self. What's up? And he's pulling up right now in the back of this truck by himself. Just, he's gonna roll on you. And right now, he's rolling around, spreading his truth. This fucking facts, man. When you stop being dependent on something else or someone else, you take back power. You take back control. Because as long as you're dependent on something else, they have the power. And that's exactly what they want. They want total control. Damn. That whole track was crazy. I loved it. That was insane. I like the visuals, the audio distortion. I love how he transitioned there. You see the tone change. You see how at the beginning of the track, he starts out real grimy and aggressive and just ready to start rolling on people. And he was talking about firing shots. But then the tone changed. And then he was colored in red and expressing his feelings that went along with that color. And then guess what? He changed from that red aggression, and it's like his perspective is continuously changing throughout the song. He gets colored in blue, and he's crying out. He's feeling blue, and his perspective on things have changed, and he starts noticing these things. And then, since he's colored in that blue, he realizes that, I'm fed up with everything. You come from the red now to the blue, and you start trying to paint that picture. He's using those colors to paint us this picture of reality, what has happened right now. You see that tone change again from the beginning, how he was aggressive with that violence and shit, talking about, the gun toting and all that. But at the end here, he's speaking out against it. So it's that growth over the track. We just witnessed a whole character arc. Just like Vegeta, we witnessed a whole character arc in the course of one song. And that is clever fucking writing, man. That is craftsmanship. And I loved it. He was switching between languages, 3 languages in the whole song. And he made it look easy. Easy mill. But seriously, man. That's why I love him, man. He just keeps it real. He keeps it a buck, spitting truth. And that's what's up. So shout out to Easy. Shout out to everybody who recommended this. Now I know why you guys wanted me to check it out, and I do appreciate you telling me that. It's wild, man. He's talking about the evil winning. But it reminds me of a question that my dad always asks. And he says, why does evil always win? And that's something I haven't found an answer for. But this might be a case right here where we see evil is now winning. And he's trying to spread that truth, spread that hope, spread real shit, man. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Whew. I'm gonna get up out of here. This was dope as hell. It's your boy, Snake Venom. S to the V. Much love, peace, chicken grease. We out.